Hi everybody, my name is Rosemary Pinnell, and I am so excited to be sharing my recipes with you here on the Real Women of Philadelphia Challenge at pauladean.com. You see, not only do I love to cook, and not only am I a huge fan of Miss Paula's and a huge fan of Philadelphia brand cream cheese, but I also happen to have been born and raised in the city of brotherly love, which makes me literally a real woman of Philadelphia. This week is Appetizers week. And to me, this is probably one of the best categories to showcase the wonders of Philly. Let's face it, this is the appetizer maker. If you think about it, what's a shrimp or crab dip but a pile of chopped up onion and crustaceans on a plate without the Philly? And what's a canapé but a bunch of minced up herbs on a cracker without the Philly? This is the magic which brings it all together. This is the magic which transforms basic ingredients into so many of the hors d'oeuvres, party foods, and appetizers we all know and love. And what's even more amazing, as I discovered, is that just by adjusting the amount of the magic, the Philly, we can change the consistency and thereby the finished product, achieving a whole variety of appetizer options. And we can do this by using the basic same recipe and ingredients. And that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. Okay, let's get started. I call this recipe Phantastic Philly Garlic Herb Appetizers. And not only does this recipe give you a variety of delicious options, but it's also super easy to make. Okay, what you're going to need is one 8-ounce package of original Philly softened to room temperature, 2 cups of fresh parsley, either the flat or curly will work in this recipe, 2 plum tomatoes that have been seeded and sliced, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 clove of garlic, and 1/2 teaspoon salt, and 1/8 teaspoon of fresh ground pepper. Now for this first step, we're going to either need a chopper, a food processor, or a blender. Any of those will work just fine. I like to use these little choppers, and I've already put my parsley in the cup. So to the parsley, I'm going to add the tomatoes. Get them all in there. The lemon juice, the garlic, and the salt and pepper. Now to that, you're going to want to add about 2 tablespoons of your softened cream cheese. We just need that to get everything going in the blender. And just cap it up, and then we're going to just okay, that looks just about right. Let's take a look at this and see what we got. Ooh, making a mess. Okay, so this is just about the right consistency. It's just short of liquefied, and it's this nice, beautiful, rich green color. And before we add that to our cream cheese, I'm just going to do a little trick with the cream cheese to get it where we can incorporate this pretty easily. And so with our cream cheese that we've had softened in here, I'm going to just kind of squish it around the bowl so that we really get it nice and loosened up here. And then I'm going to just add about half of this parsley mixture to the cream cheese and really just work that in. Once we have about half of it worked in and you've gotten everything to be a nice smooth texture, you can just go ahead and pour the rest of that in, but just about half to start it off with, just so that we can get it nice and smooth. Great, now we have it to a consistency where there's no lumps, it's nice and smooth. Now we can just pour it all in, get it all in there. Whoopsie. Okay, so this is just about the right consistency. This is where we want it to be. Refrigerate this for about Okay, so here we are. Here's our finished product. Our dip has been put into its serving dish surrounded by these beautiful vegetables. And you can serve it with vegetables or pita chips, pretzels, any of your favorite dippers. Let's take a little taste, see how it came out. Delicious. The pungentness of the garlic and the parsley has been perfectly mellowed by the creaminess of the cream cheese. What a great change of pace from your typical boring dips. And it's so much more nutritious as well. There's, of course, we have the parsley, the tomatoes, the garlic, the lemon juice, all chock full of vitamins and nutrients like vitamin C and lycopene, iron, calcium, potassium. These are all, as you know, very good for both your body and your mind. And the cream cheese, well, the cream cheese, as we all already know, that's just good for your soul. Now let's look at some variations. Okay, in this bowl we have the same dip that we just made by adding the parsley mix to the cream cheese. And now to the dip, we're simply going to add 1 1/2 cups of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. Just pour that right in. Simple as can be. We're going to pour that mixture of our cream cheese parsley mix and the sharp cheddar cheese right into our baking dish. Okay, spread it around real nice and smooth. And right before it's done, we'll top that with a little bit more shredded cheese. But right now, at this point, we're just going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees for 25 minutes. Okay, now for our next variation, we're going to use the same parsley mixture. We're only going to use half of it in this case. And then we're going to double the cream cheese. So half the parsley, double the cream cheese. Now remember I said that just by adjusting the amount of the magic we'll be able to produce different results? Well, this is what I meant. So let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to use that same. Okay, and there we go. And at this stage, we're pretty much ready to put this in our pastry bag or pastry gun. You might want to let it, if it's a little bit too thin in the consistency, just refrigerate it for a few minutes and it'll perk right up for you. So here we go. I have already put another batch in my pastry gun. And so what we have here are some little vegetables that I've hollowed out, some cherry tomatoes and some chunks of cucumber, just with a melon scoop, hollowed them out, some fancy cut carrots that I bought at the store just like that. So now we just take our pastry gun, we take our vegetable, and just give it a squeeze. Now we can go over to our fixins bar here. And here I have some minced parsley. Maybe we'll give it a little sprinkle of that. Here I have some thinly sliced carrot, thinly sliced pepper. And there we go. How about this one? Just same thing, super easy. And what a pretty display it makes. And again, this one maybe we'll give a little piece of parsley too. Whoops, drop that out of there. A little piece of parsley. And the same thing here. Now this one, let's do something a little different. We'll give a little sprinkle of parsley. And here I have some olive tapenade. And just kind of spoon that right onto your parsley. Oh, that is good. Okay. Now you can do vegetables as we've done, or you can do like these little bread grounds that I have here. How about that? Let's give these a try, see what we can do here. And again, a little squirt of our cream cheese mix, and maybe one of these shrimps. Little cooked shrimp, and a little parsley. Let's try a little parsley on that one. And again, there we go. So a whole new bunch of appetizers that we can whip up and serve. And there's just one more little trick I want to show you with this same mixture. So here we have our, again, the half parsley mixture with the 2 packages of Philly, and to that we're going to add 2 cups of shredded cheese. Let's put this in here, and again, just mix it around, get it well incorporated. Again, what we're going to do with that, we're just going to take a piece of wax paper, and we're just going to go ahead and put our mixture right on our wax paper. With the wax paper, try to form it as best you can into a ball. And then we're going to just refrigerate that for about an hour. Take it out. When it's done, roll it in some chopped nuts, and you have a beautiful party cheese ball. Okay, so here we are with all of our wonderful dishes that we made using our Phantastic Philly garlic herb appetizer recipe. Here's the lovely dip that we made using the single package of Philadelphia cream cheese. And here is the hot dip that we made also using the single package recipe, plus 1 1/2 cups of sharp cheddar cheese. Here are the beautiful vegetable cups which we made, this time using the double package of Philadelphia cream cheese. And here is the variation that we made, also using the double cream cheese recipe. And finally, we have our cheese ball, which we made again with the double cream cheese recipe, plus 2 cups of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. So from this Philly girl to you, happy cooking, even happier eating, and don't forget, if you want a thrill, you gotta add a little Philadelphia brand cream cheese, that is.